You already know what it is, man. Smith back on another video. Another day, another Barcelona game, another dub. Big dub. Needed that one. Um, yeah, man, this would have been a lot different video. We made this after the first half, bro. I'll tell you that much, bro. After the first half, nigga, I swear to God, bro, I was losing my shit after that first half, bro. I was like, if we come here and lose, this was a must win. I feel like I saw some Barcelona fans like on social media and stuff kind of brushing this game off, like sit the whole 11, like, and granted, rests were needed though. We definitely needed to like rest some people, which we were barely able to do. But yeah, we definitely needed to rotate today. But this was a must win though. We could not potentially with Madrid. You know, if they get a win tomorrow, go into that Madrid game within a point. We could have lost today. It'd be a 1 point lead in the league if we drop points too. So we can't go into that Madrid game needing a result. Like, no. Like, obviously, we love to get that win and kind of put this shit to bed, but we cannot go in there needing a result. Like, need to. Like, nah, bro. Not trying to do that. Not trying to have that stress. Then it's like, nigga, the game is just as important as the Inter game. And it's like back to back, you got two super stressful games, but this definitely takes a lot of pressure off of that game. Still want to win it, like I said, and put this league to bed. But yeah, this takes a lot of stress off of it though. So that's a big win. Needed that. I said in my previous video talking after the Inter game, the first leg, I was like, man, can we please get a nice calm 3-0 win? Of course not. Who the hell am I fooling, bro? It's Barcelona. Of course they gonna make us sweat this shit out again. But hey, 3 points is 3 points. A win's a win. Must win. Needed that. So yeah, let's get into the game. Obviously, we went heavy rotations today. We went with Gerard Martin left back, um, Christensen and Araujo in the back, Hector Fort right back, Pedri Gavi double pivot, Fati off the left, Fermin Lopez at 10. Danny Rodriguez made definitely his first start. I think his first ever appearance with the first team, and Pau Victor up top starting it off. So yeah, heavy rotations like we all expected. We knew like a bunch of players were gonna get rested. I was surprised Pedri started today. Only played the first half, but I think they said Hansi Flick. Pedri went to Hansi Flick and said, "Can I play?" Like he wanted to start. So Flick was like, "Shit, fuck it, I guess so." Only played 45, which isn't the end of the world. Able to get him off at half, which I was a bit worried about at that point because at half we're down 1-0. But yeah, you know. So yeah, this is like I said, tale of two halves, man. First half, no, like ridiculously bad. I was panicking. I'm like, please don't come here and do this bullshit, bro. Within 5 minutes, we concede. They get the ball right side of the box, cut in. It takes a crazy deflection. Ter Stegen. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to say. Ter Stegen. This is his first game back from that ACL, and concedes within 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh my fucking god! On a shot. Granted, it took a crazy deflection, but I think he probably could have done a bit better. But yeah, it takes a crazy deflection, goes in. So within 5 minutes, you're conceding on a one that the keeper who's coming back off of ACL, who a lot of the fan base has already moved on from, me included. And you're like, oh shit, what's like? It's gonna be one of those days, bro. Like where it just is a mess. And uh, yeah, the rest of the first half was us just having a lot of possession and trying to break them down. We could not break them down. Danny Rodriguez, who makes his debut, unfortunately, looks like he dislocated his shoulder, but he came off after like 35 minutes. Lamine Yamal comes on and finishes the game. And yeah, the first half was just like it was. Yeah, nothing was ever. I don't even know. All the negatives about this game are in the first half. So first half we had yeah, like, obviously I started 11. Danny Rodriguez gets hurt, but he's the only one that gets subbed in the first half. We made a couple. We made, like I said, we subbed Pedri at half, and we subbed Pedri and Fati at half, and brought on Rafinha and De Jong. Fati, it's over, man. Like I get it, academy player, La Masia product. We're all rooting for him. The sky was the limit at one point in his career, but he just does not have it physically anymore. His legs are shot. He has no burst anymore, no explosiveness. His 1v1 ability is gone, which was never really his like. Obviously, he had way more burst when he was younger, but his 1v1 ability was never his what he hung his hat on. It was his finishing ability, and he almost had a goal. He cuts in on his right foot. Keeper makes a crazy save. Uh, but so flashes of that are still there, but there's just no burst to create shots anymore, and doesn't look like a striker. Not explosive enough to play out wide. It looks like it's over, man. I'm gonna be honest. And Rafinha came on and just looked a lot sharper in that second half. Gets a goal for us in that second half, and yeah, like I think with Fati, man, and he's on heavy wages. I think we need to find a way to get off of that, and sell him or at least get him on loan. Just we have to get off those wages. I think, man. I don't think he got it no more, man. It is what it is. Pulling for the guy though, if he can somehow turn it around, he's still young. I think he's 22, so pulling for him, but it's looking rough right now. And yeah, he starts the game. He did not look that great at all in the first half. Other than that shot I said he had, he pretty much offered us nothing. Um, Pal Victor today, he ends up getting subbed after like 60 minutes. I thought he was kind of just there. Like again, all of the guys I think who aren't normally in our rotation, I don't think any of them really made a case to play today. Like, to be fair, like I don't think Pal Victor was terrible, but he really just didn't offer us much today. He didn't really do anything. He kind of was just out there. Um, Fermin Lopez in the first half, I felt he was poor today, but he grabs a goal in the second half, and he looked a bit sharper in the second half. I think it felt like every touch was off today in the first half. Like he just kept trying to receive the ball in and around the box, and every touch is like turning into a duel. And he kind of looked a mess in that first half, but yeah, he looked a lot sharper in the second half. Like I said, grabs a goal, and then Pedri was all right. Pedri was like I said, he come off at half. I think that's kind of just rest for the Inter game. And he looked all right in the first half. He was the only one, I guess, trying to get on the ball, make things happen. Like a lot of things weren't really coming off. He created kind of a couple like half chances or whatever. But yeah, in that first half though, we kind of just looked a mess. I don't think anybody was really good. Um, yeah, there was really not much to talk about in that first half. Like I said, this video goes a lot different if it ends at halftime. But then the second half comes, and we grab two. Our first one comes from Lamine Yamal. He cuts inside the top of the box, whips in a cross, and it goes like right over what you call it, Araujo's head, and keeper kind of deflects it right into the path of Rafinha, who just slots it home, 1-1. And then the second goal comes from Gerard Martin on the left side. That's like his patent move, bro. Gerard Martin, he can't whip in a cross for shit, but he got that little cutback, and he gets it on the left side, top of the box. Slots in that little cutback to Fermin Lopez. First time, places it far post left foot, and we get up out of there 2-1 win. We hold on, and yeah, like I said, Gerard Martin, I think he was terrible in the first half, but he like got that little cutback, bro. Like he can't really do shit else for us. And like I said, it's clear still. It's clear he's not up to this level. Um, I don't know why we signed him to an extension. I don't know with $100 million release clause. Like he was like something niggas was gonna try to snatch from us, but I don't know why we did that. He's not up for this level still. But like I said, bro, I salute him for somehow making himself useful, bro. That little cutback cross that he got, that's like his patent move, and he's been able to get a couple assists off that, and a big one today to help get us a win. But and he looked better in the second half. I think he ends up grabbing man of the match, which I think was like I said, this kind of goes to show I don't think anybody was particularly great today. But yeah, he just looked a lot better in the second half. Christensen and Rajo in the middle held it down. It wasn't like they weren't asked to do much today. I think the first goal kind of comes off a deflection off of Rajo, which was a bit unfortunate. He kind of like steps in front of the pass to block it, takes a deflection off him, goes in. But yeah, other than that, which was really just unfortunate, I think he was really good today. He did some typical Araujo like saving tackles where like the guy's through, he runs him down and clears a ball out, makes a strong tackle. Typical Araujo stuff, bro. Like real hard nosed defending. So yeah, him and Christensen gets his first start of the year, I think, because he only made 2 appearances for us. Last game versus Inter at the very end, and that Valencia game. But I don't think he started that Valencia game. Somebody could fact check me on that, but. Yeah, he looked solid today, man. He looked solid. Can't really complain. Hector Fort. Yeah, I don't know, man. he looks better every time I see him off the left. I'll say that. So I don't know if I know his natural position. Now he's right foot. He's supposed to be a right back, but he's looked better to me off the left. Every single time he had to defend today, it was wild shaky. Going forward, I think he looked pretty good though, and that might be his game. Maybe in a game where we are gonna have all the possession, and we maybe just need someone to overlap and give us a bit more on the ball. Maybe going forward, he could do a job for us. But yeah, he did defensively though. Wild shaky, bro. Wild shaky. It was a couple times they tried to hit us on counters, and they were just bombing it forward to him, and he was like, he just looked shaky 1v1, kind of tracking these long switches over the top. He looked like it was a rough game defensively, but yeah, he looked all right going forward. Like I said, Danny Rodriguez gets hurt after 30 something minutes, so you weren't able to see much. He was kind of involved a lot in the first like 30 minutes. I feel like he was on the ball a lot, whipping in crosses. Not much was coming off. Obviously, we have no like real big physical center forward that's gonna like win a header in there. But yeah, I'd like to see more of him. I guess I really have no opinion on him after today's cameo. It wasn't much to go off of, but yeah. And then yeah, like I said, Rafinha comes on, looked a lot sharper, grabs a goal, and typical Rafinha stuff was dangerous. Had a couple chances out in counters where he got out and created an advantage for us. But yeah, De Jong came on a half, does what he does, helped the tick, got in the midfield, got on the ball. He drew. I feel like they were hacking the hell out of him today. He was drawing a bunch of fouls in that midfield. But yeah, I think in the second half it was just a lot better performance overall. Like I said, I don't think anybody was typically great today. Um, I think a lot of the players who looked poor in the first half were able to like make up for it a bit in the second half. We looked a lot sharper. But like I said, bro, I didn't really give a fuck how it looked, bro. Just get a win today. We need a win. We have to go into that Madrid game still up with a 2-game lead. We're 4-point lead at least. So yeah, big win. Got that out the way. And on to the fucking War Tuesday, man. I am wonder. I do not know. I don't know. I think they're saying Balde should be back. So hopefully we can start Balde. They're saying the Lewandowski might be able to come off the bench in the second half for us. So that'll be huge. But we needed to get this win, get that up out the way, and just completely focus on Inter, man. That is going to be a war at the San Siro. And oh my goodness, I'm already getting nervous for that game, man. But yeah, on today though, huge win. Obviously, be back with another video Tuesday on that game. But on to San Siro, man.